How's it going, everyone? WTF Sexy Headphones here, and I want to make a quick video, hopefully quickish, because I'm tired and I want to just go change in my PJs, flop on the couch, and take a nap. So I'm going to try and sum this up as quick as possible, which I'm actually really terrible at, so we'll see how long this goes. Anyway, I got a partnership with Curse, also known as Union for Gamers. I actually wanted to have a really cool logo that they have of burning logo flames. And it turns out in order to get that, you need a message someone to be like, hey, can I have that? And can you send it to me? And I didn't realize that till like 5 minutes ago, so was unprepared for that. And maybe next week I'll have it in the beginning to show you guys because it will look more official and make everything look cool because it's flames. But yeah, it was kind of funny because I decided to start looking for partnerships after I got like an offer from TGN and Vizzo and Zoomin.tv.games or something like that. And then so I replied to all of them, but I ended up applying to Curse because I'm awesome that way and just do what I want, man. And so I ended up applying for Curse because they seem like a pretty solid place to start, and I don't really have much more info on it because I literally just got accepted, just got all the info taken care of and got everything through, so I haven't gotten to do anything with it yet, so hopefully next week I'll have more info. Next, I just want to thank all of you guys who have just subscribed to me and all of my subscribers that I've had since the beginning of my channel. I keep being humbled every time that I see like how quickly I've been growing as of late, and it's just so humbling and it's just so awesome, it's just so amazing. And so I just want to thank you guys because it's just crazy to think that literally it took me 2 years to get to 600 or so subscribers, and then within the last less than a month, like the last 2 weeks or so, I'm at 1,600 roughly, and I think it's so crazy that I went from point A to point B so quickly after kind of like that slow, steady progression all the way to like skyrocketed. I mean, it's in the grand scheme of YouTube, it's still small, but I mean, to me, it's like amazing and it's huge and it's just great. So thank you guys. Moving on, next we have my competition giveaway thing. I know it was kind of bad. I'm pretty terrible at running these things, so I apologize. Next time I do a giveaway, I'm just going to ask you guys what you guys think is a fair thing to try and do, or maybe give me your suggestions of what you guys think would be cool to do, because normally when you tell people, write funny stuff in the comments that you may or may not be amusing to me, it normally just makes people's brains go blow up and they're like, I don't know what to do. So anywho, so I'm going to read off the comments and tell you guys who the 3 winners are, and then of course message you winners in case you don't see this, or you know, whatever. And again, if it's something that you already have or it's something you don't want, because I know my giveaway is kind of weak, I apologize, but it's the best I can do. Just tell me and be like, nah, dog, I'm cool, I don't need that. I'll be like, alright, later. So this is what we got here. The one that I found the most hilarious was by Cheat Commando 65. And the reason I love this comment is because while everyone was telling me how much of a horrible person I was for splashing this kid with my car in high school, he's kind of like defending it, and I just found it hilarious, and he's warping it, and I'm like, yes. Anyway, so he wrote, your car was Shamu and the kid was in the splash zone while you were the devious trainer commanding the orca. I don't know why, but hearing the kid in the splash zone, like when I first read that, just made me laugh my ass off. I'm like, splash zone. I don't know why I found that so funny. Maybe probably because everyone was telling me I was a horrible person. So the next person is Sly Scorpion. And I chose this one because this guy's got some mad rhyming skills. So he wrote, in misery. Oh, hold on. I gotta extend it because it's cutting itself off. Give me a second. So he wrote, in misery did Taryn try to not oh so quickly die, but a bloodsucker got her and the mercs, well, they shot her, which left Taryn wanting to cry. I thought that was pretty cool and original and an interesting little shenanigans, so you're into my number 2. I love ya. And then the third one is by Dead Pixel 1984, and I almost feel like I went against my own advice with this one, but it's, you'll see. Anyway, so it says, oh my god, you so cute, and F you ... Oh, that doesn't work. I love this one, I think because when I first read it, I was like, I have no idea what this guy's saying, I have no idea what this guy's talking about, and then it finally hit me, and I'm like, I see what you did there. It made me chuckle more than it should have, but I found it funny, so stupid, I know, but you're my number 3. So I'm going to message you guys in case you don't see this for a while, and again, tell me if you want it or not, it's totally up to you. And that is that. So let's move on to story time. This one's a little bit demented and a little bit weird. so bear with me. So I was having my family was having a family party. I can't remember what for, and me and my cousin and one of my younger cousins, who I think was like 7-ish at the time, her name's Brianna, and I'm not quite sure where she's exactly growing up, but she wanted to play house, and me and my cousin were just like, oh, that sounds lame. I was at least, I think, like late teens at this time. I can't remember, but I was later teen, so I'm like, I don't want to play house, and my cousin was like a few years younger than me. But anyway, so we comply anyway because she's young, and you know, we are obligated to be nice or something. And this is how it goes. So of course I'm the mom, he's the dad. It kind of starts out where she sneaks out of the house at night and apparently has some abusive father on the side, because there's at some point some imaginary play person was abusing her. And then she came back and she was pregnant. And then I think I was cheating on my husband, and then he knocked up all of her best friends, and then I think I was a drug addict. And I think that sums up how house went. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Me and my cousin were both looking at each other like, back in my day when I played house, we had a puppy. And I don't know. I know that she's like, stays with her mom, which I don't know who her mom is, and they live in a neighborhood right outside Chicago. That might be where some of that came from, but that was the most peculiar, interesting game of house I ever played. And I did end up telling my aunt, who is the mother of the son of which birthed that child, and I did tell her because she watches Brianna a lot, and I was like, so you know, she wanted to play house and she got herself knocked up, and then the dad knocked up all her best friends, and then I was a drug addict, and then I was cheating, and then someone, like some other dad, was abusing her on the side, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but you might want to check that out. So that was the most fucked up game of house I've ever played in my bloody life. Kids these days, I don't even know. Really jacked up. Anyway, so on to the facts. I hate when people interrupt me when I'm reading a book. It just bugs the crap out of me, and I recently rethought of this little fact because I have a bunch of books to read, and I get lazy sometimes, but once I finally pick it up and start reading, like, I'm all into it. So I've been into one of my series as of late, and I try and read when I'm in the car with my mom, you know, if we're ever going somewhere, and she intentionally, I just know she does it intentionally, she just keeps saying stuff. Like, if I'm not reading a book in the car, she literally will be like pretty much quiet or talking on her phone. But if I'm reading a book, she's just trying to converse with me. And there's nothing that makes me more mad than when someone's all like, hey, what you doing? Pisses me off. If I am reading a book, man, get the fuck out of my face. Don't talk to me. Pretend I don't exist, because I'm going to pretend you don't exist. And just leave me alone. Hate it. It essentially, I have a perfect scene that describes this, and this is essentially how it is right here. This is what it is, so watch.
If you ever interrupt me, you can bet you're gonna see the nasty me, the nasty me, the nasty me.
Yeah, that's how I am. That's how I am, so you're around me and I'm reading a book, man. Watch it. Anyway, I think I'm done talking. I'm gonna go, as I said, take a glorious nap, so I'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Feel my power!